Hey you guys, it's Janice Hughes from Evolution Stoneware Pottery. Earlier today I was working on this really big cigar ashtray for a friend of mine, and it occurred to me I ought to use tar paper because a lot of times with plates or maybe big platters, basically big flat things, it's really hard to cut them off the bat or the wheel head and move them. So tar paper really makes it a lot easier because you can put that between your pot and your bat, or your pot and the wheel head, and then you can just take the whole thing off with the tar paper underneath and then peel the tar paper off. You don't have to actually run the wire under your pot. So what is tar paper? It's also called roofing felt, and you can get this at Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever construction or supply lumber type store. It comes in probably a couple of different weights. You want to get the thinner one. The thicker one won't help. So it comes in a big roll, and you just want to mark out some circles of different shapes. You can just trace things, make some different shapes here or different sizes, and just cut them out with scissors, heavy duty scissors. Then when you know what size you want to use for your project, pre-soak it in some water. So I just dropped mine in a big bucket of throwing water here to soak a little bit. So I guess the only really tricky thing is how you attach it to the bat. So I'll take a shot at showing you how to do that. This piece is used. I've used it before. And now you can see it's nice and pliable. I find that it sticks better on a plastic bat than it does on the metal wheel head. I don't know what anybody else thinks. So I do have a bat on here, but you wouldn't have to. So what you want to do is take some nice sloppy thick slip from throwing and go ahead and smear it on your bat. Center your piece of tar paper on your bat as best as you can. Big pieces are easier. Go ahead and place it down and rub it in. I like to go ahead and press it down first and then start the wheel turning and really work from the center, pressing down all the way to the outer edge of the tar paper. The blue part is my bat, and the black part here is the tar paper. Doesn't really matter if it's not perfectly centered, as long as you have enough room to hold all the clay that you're going to use. So at this point, this is stuck on here pretty well. Now I'm going to take a piece of clay, stick it down on there, and center as I normally would. So there you go. From here, just throw a pot the same way that you normally would, and in the end, you can just take it off with the tar paper. Okay, so what you're looking at here is the large ashtray that I made earlier. So take your wire after you've loosened the edges of the tar paper and just run it between the tar paper and the bat to loosen it up. Now you'll be able to pull it off quite easily. So get your other wear board handy, lift the edge. I'm just lifting the edge, pick it up, and slide it over. And later, once this is dry, you can flip it over and just peel this off. You never have to do the wire underneath it. Pretty cool. Hopefully that was helpful, you guys. I find this technique works really well, especially with big pots, like I said. Or let's say I was going to sit down and make 15 bowls or something like that, and they were going to be pretty delicate in form and ones that I didn't want to touch right away to take off the bats. Well, I don't always have 15 bats on hand, but with just a couple of bats and a bunch of pieces of tar paper, I could make those bowls, take them off with the tar paper, sit them on wear boards, and not have to worry about how many bats I have. So let me know if you guys have questions. Hopefully this made sense. Talk to you guys later. Bye.